behind, scoring 18 points, and how you guys came together to win this game?
We emphasize in practice that we got to finish all the time, so finishing through 4 quarters is a big thing for us. So when we bring it in, and not just the 4th quarter, but every quarter you want to win. So we look at that. We look at the points, who won the quarter. But coming into the 4th quarter, the second half, coming out of halftime, giving a little pep talk, that's all we needed, and we came out.
Kurt, everyone talked about their speed and stuff and how and the humidity and all that stuff, but you guys obviously all 4 quarters played tough. What was it about what you guys did to be able to do that?
Oh, don't get it wrong. The speed's still there. Great FSU team. You saw the first half. They came out. We missed tackles, but they're a great team over there. They have a lot of guys, a lot of athletes. But I feel like going through practice for 2 weeks, we got conditioned enough for the fast-paced offense, and we prevailed.
But what was it in the second half defensively? How do you explain the difference in shutting them out like that?
Coach Manning, Coach D came in, told us what adjustments we needed, and it was a bit like tackling thing. The first week you watch a lot of guys missing tackles. We emphasized that. First half you saw us miss tackles, but we came in, talked about tackling. That was the main thing, and we came out.
Did the offense do anything differently in the second half? You noticed from Florida State?
No, they kept to the same game plan to our concern. It was just we buckled down as a defense, and we talked to each other. And yep.
Curtis, you guys went through so much over the last 48 hours. What was it like for you guys as players? And did it galvanize you guys? I mean, what did it do?
Adversity. Coach Harsin said it. That was a big thing. Jacksonville to Tallahassee, things like that, hotel to hotel. Kids from Cali coming to Florida, the heat. But adversity was a big word, and that's what we used to get through this.
Rob, what was it like you being out there? That was a huge opportunity for you, and you certainly took advantage of it. How were you feeling out there?
It was fun. It was fun to get out there and play. I'm tired of hitting these guys all the time, so it was fun to go out there and hit somebody else.
It seemed like you were running really hard. I mean, the line gave you, it seemed like some good holes, but when you hit them, you were running pretty hard.
Oh yeah, my O-line did a great job. They always do. That's a great group of guys. I love them to death, and they do a good job of protecting me.
What'd you
guys learn from your freshman quarterback today? What he dealt with out there?
So he's tough. You see, he takes some hits, he got right back up like it's nothing. So he's a tough guy. He's only gonna get better. He's only a freshman, so I'm excited for him.
How much? Go ahead. How much? I mean, was it a surprise at all to you, or how much had you seen from him to know that he was ready for something like this? Obviously.
Towards the second half, I kind of knew that he would be ready. The first quarter, I was kind of, he might be nervous and stuff, which he is, which everybody is, but he kind of settled down in the second half, and he came out, did what he had to do.
Hey, Ron, how much of what you guys did? You had 61 plays in the first half. Did you guys feel like you wore down the FSU's defense?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like ground and pound, we wore them down. The second half, they got tired. We were tired also, but that's what we do. We run the ball here, so we wore them down.
Well, Eric, what was it like for you? You come out here, tied school record for most field goals in a game, and coming from D3 school to playing at Florida State and winning and being part of this win. What's that like for you?
I don't think it's really set in. I just took it all in, each snap, just being able to look around. Just going out there, doing my job, and obviously the people around me made it a lot easier. You got Kala holding, and everything was perfect from Danny and him. Then you got the big guys up front. I saw no maroon jerseys in front of me all day, so it makes my job pretty easy.
You rushed for more yards today than you'd rush for ever in a single season in your boys' career. What did you learn about yourself? And I know that's after the game. It looked like you were tired, but what did you kind of learn about yourself and what you can handle out there?
I just trusted my trainer. I always knew that I could carry a game, but I just went out there and played. Have fun.
What's this win say about you guys? All you're up against coming this far and having to switch, like Jay said, and then to do what you did and come back in the second half. I mean, what's this win say about you guys?
We got a group of guys that love each other. When you got a group of guys that love each other, they'll never count us out. You know what I'm saying? So we just fought. When we fight, just fight for all 4 quarters, and good things will happen.
What's it like seeing those guys in the stands, seeing your fans in the stands, and taking up, here at the Doak to see all the group that showed up?
Oh, it's fun. We got Bronco Nation came all the way from Idaho to Florida, so that says it all, man.
He showed up too.
Curtis, these games at Boise State, we always talk about how the program's reputation was built on them. So to be able to get one of those, what is this like for you guys, and what does it mean?
I believe it was Tuesday or Monday. Came in, we had a little team meeting. Harsin plays a 7-minute highlight video of the Kellen Moore team playing Virginia Tech, and just seeing like what our tradition has in the past and like what they done, it just made us like build more confident and feel like we have to keep that going.
Did you guys, because this Florida State team had been so bad last year, what did you guys expect coming into the year facing Blackman and then offense? What did you guys expect from them?
Oh no, when you get a great OC like Coach Bryles and then a great O-line coach and things like that, you know they're gonna come out hard, and you see what he did at Houston. So we respect every team we play, and we knew FSU was gonna come as hard as they came.
Curtis, you guys missed so many tackles in the first half, and obviously it hurt tremendously. What were you guys feeling at that point and talking about, and how did you get that corrected?
The big thing was never put your heads down. Like, we wanted to continue going, and we got to emphasize that next week moving on to Marshall. But tackling was a big thing, as you guys seen. But when we got on the sideline, Coach D got us up, Coach Schmedding told him, and we emphasized it.
I'll go back to Eric for just a second. When you came in on a last field goal, did you realize that was going to be a game-winning field goal? Or what was your thought process on that last field goal?
I mean, to be honest, the first one was more nerve-wracking. You know, just getting that under my belt, and then once I realized that it's the same kick that I did in college for the first 4 years I played. I wasn't really thinking to go out there and do my job for these guys who just sweat. I mean, I can't even imagine the heat that they were going through. So, I mean, it's the least I could have done for those guys.
Curtis, you're talking about watching the Virginia Tech game, whatever, but to now be part of that and have a win like that, how much does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot to solidify ourselves with the in the Boise State history, and that's what we felt like we had to come out and do. But Harsey emphasized the 1-0, and we came out 1-0.
Well, you guys in the first half, I think you had 300 and some yards at halftime, but so many drives that died in the red zone, had to kick field goals. What did you guys emphasize in the second half, trying to punch through and get those touchdowns on the board?
Just finish. Coach always emphasized finish, so we wasn't finishing in the first half, but the second half we came out and we knew time was running out, so we knew we had to start scoring some touchdowns.
Could you guys tell the frustration on the Florida State side as the game went on, as you guys, especially in the second half, and you guys took control?
Oh yeah, man, they were gassed. We were gassed also, but like I said, everybody's tired out there. So we just finished.
Robert, what was this week like for you guys? The uncertainty of when, where you were going to play, coming all the way down here, obviously heat and humidity that you don't have at home. What was just this whole week like for you guys?
It was tough. A lot of adversity, like Kurt said, hotel to hotel, 2-hour drive from Jacksonville to Tallahassee. But none of that matters when we go out and play. So we just went out here and play.
How much nicer is the going back to the hotel and having to wait a few hours going to be now that you won?
Oh, that's what I thought we were driving back to the Jacksonville airport.
Oh
yeah, I can't wait to get in the hotel bed then.
No bad.
No, you're just staying a few hours.
Y'all for letting me know that.
You're just staying a few hours. I don't think you're spending the night. Yeah. Glad I could help out. Glad I could let you know.
Kurt, you did talk about that Virginia Tech game. When Boise State's beating Virginia Tech, they're beating Georgia, it can set up a lot of things for a team. How does that go through your guys' mind that you have this one and you probably proved you can beat just about anybody then?
You see it out there, like we're the underdogs all the time, and we'll take it. Just know that we're not gonna come out as underdogs. You're gonna come in and play smash mouth football. And you saw the offense and you saw the defense. We got control, and then we finally came out.
Chris, you mentioned the adversity. I'm just curious, what will you remember? This is obviously a unique trip, so what will you remember most about this trip, you think?
We were in the plane, and then I'm sleeping, and then you see I'm sitting. There's a seat, and then there's empty seat, and then there's David Moa. Next thing you know, you just see Chase and Todd trying to squeeze in between us, and I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? But that was one thing, and then having everybody on the bus together, just like legs hurting, you see people standing up. It just showed like whatever you go through, just at the end you got to finish.
When you talk about this game years down the road, how are you going to explain how you guys came back from 18 down on the road at Florida State?
I can't even describe. I got to think about that tonight. Yeah, I got to think about that tonight. I'll get back to you.
For one more.
I don't know